So now we are live on YouTube. Today we are going to talk about adoption, and I'm just going to show you a short video about stalking. Okay, just a second. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. I thought you were on my team.
So did you guys like the video?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure. Beautiful.
I think that adoption is a thing that made me very like I really like to talk about this. I have friends that they pass by this situation, and I know the feeling, and I know the things, and I think it's a thing very lovely. I really like.
Yeah. This topic is really good, and I think especially for me because I was adopted when I was a little baby, and I'm so glad for that. So we have 7 people. I'm going to split us in just 2 rooms. Can you guys see the questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, before we start, Aurelio, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. So guys, I'm Aurelio. I was born in Italy. I living in Italy, and I'm 50 years old. I decided to participate at this conversation because my intent, I think, is the best way to improve my English speaking ability, like native speakers. I discovered this meeting 1 month ago, and I searched to participate very frequently. I'm a production manager inside a firm where we build and sell the chains in all parts of the world. That's it, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, Hannah, good evening.
Hi, hello, good evening. I'm late. Can I join yet?
Yeah, sure. Is it your first time?
Okay. If you yes, but here in program no.
Oh, that's okay. So you know how it works. Thank you. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Ronald, I am 30 and I'm married. I work as a manager and I have 3 baby boys. I live in Amazonas, nothing from Brazil. And yeah,
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. And you, Francisco?
Hello, guys.
I think he had a problem. And you, Marcos, can you introduce yourself, please?
Are you listening me? So I'm Marcos Prado. I'm from São Paulo. I'm 70 years old. I live in Suzano. I'm a French and English teacher. I'm writer. What else? I'm a lot of things, you know. Like I really like to do so random things. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Marcus. So, guys, the first question is, what do you think about adoption? What do you think, Aurelio?
Yes, the adoption is a particular situation, and I think very particular because you put in your house, in your family, in your life, a new guys or children that I'm sure arrived from a particular situation not very well. I think it's a good idea. But depend the situation in there is a family.
Yeah, I understand you. Sometimes it can be hard, you have to know the situation.
Yes.
And you, Rona, what's your opinion?
you talking about adoption,
Yeah,
child and adoption, children adoption? Yes, okay.
yes.
Mm, adoption. I don't have an experience to talking about, but I think it is a little bit complicated because you adopt some child and you don't know uh, how is your parents, or I don't know. My wife and I, we thinking about a lot to adopt a baby girl, because we have 3 baby boys, and but my wife always wants have a girl, a baby girl, and we couldn't. And my wife is, how do you say when a woman can't pregnant anymore? Tipo, operada. Okay,
Yeah, it's with a good
and
reason too.
my wife is thinking about currently to adoption a child, a girl, a baby girl, but it's a little bit complicated and we thinking about. And in point adoption, it's like you already said, it depends on child or family or something. I don't say yes, okay, good, please adopt one, and not no, please don't do that. It's uh, have to be many conversation about, and making a good how do you say pesquisa, a good
Research.
good research, yeah, good searching, and a little good a deeply search, yes, to make a decision like that, adoption someone. But repeat, my wife and I, we thinking about a lot to adopting a baby girl. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I hope you uh, You can do this. And you, Marcos, what do you think?
Thank you.
You know what? I think it's a thing very, very. Um, I think the word is lovely, because we're talking about love. We're talking about a thing that you don't even know the person. You don't know all this story. You don't know what the person passed in life, in race. So and you're open in your house, you're open your life to care about the child or whatever. And I think it's a thing very important. I know that changed lives a lot. Like I watched a lot of movies that it's about that. And the life just have to to get better, to improve. So if one day I will not be a father, I would like to adopt. You're on mute. We cannot hear you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Marcos. As I said in the beginning of the conversation, I was adopted when I was a little girl. And I know how important it is for a child who have no one like no father or mother, and I think it's really important. It's like giving a second chance for for a person. So yeah, the next question is, would you adopt? But I think we already answered this one. I can skip this one if you want. Is it okay to skip this question? Okay, so let's move on to the question number 3. What do you think about adoption by same-sex couples? Hona, what do you think?
Do you mean adoption about tipo same sex, tipo women, man? Yes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
For me, it's I think it's a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit different because I believe we have how do you say, I have a point of view about this. In my opinion, there is a woman and a man, and the two make sex and have a baby. And my short answer about this, it's it's not good. I i don't i i don't think this is a good idea for me. I don't I disagree. My short answer, I totally disagree with this point, in my opinion. Okay.
Okay. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, I smile for this topic because the life is so strange. 1 years ago, I and my wife we find in this situation because our friends divorce and we decided to took with us in our family the two sons of these friends, and now we adopting these two guys, two girls. The youngest have 10 years old, and the oldest have 15 years ago old. It's in one side is a beautiful situation because we have two young girls in our family. Our life is changed. In the other side, there is a few problems because the the oldest girls, she causes to us some problem, but I'm so happy for this decision. It's a beautiful experience for us.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
And what about the question number 3? What do you think?
Mark, sure.
Sorry?
Is Mark turn to speak?
Oh, no, it's Aurel. Aurel,
Mark,
It's my
Mark
turn.
turn to speak.
yeah, yeah.
I told you before.
No, but it's the question number 3 now.
ah, ah, I replayed it before. I have two young girls in my family now. My situation is changed because now inside my house, my family, the we have the majority women. I'm the only man in the family. In particular for me, this situation.
Oh, I can imagine. And you, Marcos?
Just like I said, I think adopting, you change lives. You're changing the life of a child. So I don't know, like if the justice, if the government, they already know the things, they already know about this. Like, what my opinion gonna change? Like if I agree, if I don't agree, like we're gonna change. I think if it's changing some lives, if to make feel better a child, like why not?
Yeah, I agree with you because I think that there are so many children, just waiting for a family, and it can be uh, a straight family or like a gay family. I think the important thing is a child happy, and with a family. The next question is question number 4. Do you know anyone who was adopted? Marcos?
Yeah, just like I said, I have a lot of friends that it's adopted, and I must talk to tell a situation that I passed. My mom, she had a friend, and her friend is already an adult, and she have a family. And my mom, she told me that that woman, she's maybe 15 or 14, she was adopted because she's black, and the parents of her is white. But in my vision when I was a kid, like for me, it doesn't matter. Like I wasn't seeing the difference. And when just my mom told me, I was like, yeah, oh my God, it makes sense. But still changing nothing for me because I discovered that she was adopted. And I was friend of her, oh my God, her, I forgot how to say filha. Oh my daughter.
Oh,
I
daughter.
was
Yeah.
friend, yeah, I was friend of her daughter. And I was talking with her about something else. I don't remember if it was about adoption. And I told like, oh my God, I really like your mom's story because she was adopted, right? But in that moment, I was like, oh my God, if she don't know like about this, And if I'm telling to her something that she just don't know, and I was like in shock because maybe I was breaking a secret of family, but I don't know why. And she was like, no, yeah, I know, but that story makes me very emotional, and I really like this. I'm really proud of my mom because she said that her mom passed for a lot of prejudice situation. It was very hard to her. So, oh, I just got goosebumps, and for me, like, it's very inspired because then that day I could see that doesn't matter if you're having a child, and if you come for your belly or whatever, still being a child, you have to love, you must love the children because you have a responsibility. So your responsibility is to love. So I really like that story, and then after I talked with her, and if it was good to tell, she was like, okay, it doesn't matter. I know that you don't have a prejudice with this, and you're like this. So yeah, that's it. Was that story?
Yeah, that's a beautiful story. And you, Hannah?
First of all, I'd like to say I really admire people. People are courage to adopt someone, and even if that will be a good idea or not. And yeah, I I know some situation around me that my brother's-in-law was adopted, and my my father-in-law says that maybe then there was the one of the bad idea that he had in life, and I know other situation that the people was adopting, and the people say uh, adopted this girl. It was the best thing I did in my life. And yeah, my answer, I know. And to answer, my father-in-law says maybe this is the the worst idea I had in my entire life. And my friends said said to me once, the girls was the best decision I make in my whole life. Yeah, I know.
That's great. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, I have two friends that they are adopted. The situation is particular because they suffer for your past, but is part of our life, and is normal. I think that for they the problem is because they don't have the occasion to meet your real parents, and to ask because they have had to do this situation, but it's normal. Fortunately, now they are uh, they are happy. The life is this. There are sometimes that is beautiful, and sometimes is bad or ugly. Unfortunately, the life is strange.
Yeah, that is always the bad and the good side.
Yep.
Yeah, I also know many friends that they are also adopted. Yeah, and I think it was good for them too. And the next question is, what problems do you think there might be with adoption, Marcus?
I think about the papers, the laws, there are a lot of things. Once I watched a soap opera, and I remember that was passing in Rio, and it was a woman, and she was traveling in Rio, and she find a little boy lost in on the beach. So she just catch him and take to Switzerland, and there she could get a document, she could get a new life for him. She like she adopted him, but not in a good way, not in the legal way. And the soap opera was passing about this, but I think the most problem is about um, when the couple they are going to know the kid, and they are going to know how is the kid, the life. And then when they see the characteristics, the hair, the skin of the color of the skin, or where the kid come from, and they just give up because they don't like. I think it's a problem, because maybe you're being prejudiced, you're having a prejudice with this. Like when I will adopt, I will not say like I would like a black one with brown hair, and comes from descendants Japanese. Like I don't know, I don't see the reason. When I will adopt, for me, I will just choose the age, because I'd like to adopt very younger, for like seeing the growing up and raised him or her. I'm deciding, but I think that I'm too younger to think about this. But I really like to, in one day in the future, to adopt.
Thank you, Aurelio.
Yes. During an adaptation, it's normal to find different problems. For me, the major problem is that they can blame you that you aren't their natural father. In fact, many times my wife told me that sometimes I'm so hard, but I think that if you stay in my family, in my house, my principal target is to help you for your uh, ugly situation. And for me, probably is not the best way, it's not correct, but I think that if you stay in my house, in my family, you follow my rules. If the youngest girls don't follow our rules, we can help they in the best way. This is my opinion. Probably is not correct, or is not the best, but I think that it is very important to tell that in the family there is a rules, and they can follow these rules. That's it, guys.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Rona. It's the
Uh,
question number
Yes.
5.
could you repeat, please? Could you say that again, the question?
Yeah, sure. What problems do you think there might be with adoption?
Okay. Okay, I think in adoption there is no difference between adopting or I would say normal child. You, I believe in this point I think there is no difference. I think see parents uh parents doesn't use the great way to teaching their sons, the kids, why to be a great person, a good professional, to respect the people, and what else? do things like this. And in my opinion, in this case, specifically this case, there is no difference between adoption or not. In this case, I believe the responsibility, the highest responsibility is in the parents. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Um, I think as Marcus said, bureaucracy is a problem because a lot of papers, and
Yeah.
and we have another problem that's related to the oldest kids because when they are old, people don't like to adopt them, because of the situation that they are. And as already said, sometimes they can say, "Oh, you're not my father, you're not my mother." It's really hard. You
Yeah.
have to, yeah,
This is bad.
yeah. You have to talk with them a lot and make them understand the real situation.
Okay. One
The
next.
next, oh, I'm sorry. You can
No, one
say.
next.
Okay. The next question is number 6.
Yep.
Do you think parents who adopt have the same kind of love for their adopted child as natural parents have with their child? What do you think, Hona?
Sorry, I will please say to you, repeat it again. I couldn't understand. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. It's the question number 6. Do you think parents who adopt have the same kind of love for their adopted child as their natural parents have with their child?
Mm, let me see if I got it. Uh, People who parents who adopt them. Please say that again or write for me. I couldn't.
Yeah,
So
no,
no, please for Aurelio Marcos ransom, and then I count him when they speaking.
okay, but can you see the questions? I sent it
You
again.
see, please. No, ask Aurelio Marcos and you show me the question, please, and I will answer
Okay,
after that. Okay.
okay. And if you cannot understand, I can explain you better. Okay.
Okay, mas I for you for you don't waste time.
Okay.
Aurelio and Marcos can
Okay.
say first, can
Okay. No
answer,
problem.
and you show me the question.
Okay. And you, Aurelio,
Yes,
what's
no, but
your opinion?
for me, I think that the love for the children or for the guys that they adopted is the same. In my way, I have for this particular situation that I live with my wife. We have a problem with our nephew because they are jealous for this situation. But we had explained that these two girls living a bad situation because the natural parents use they for our each other, and we search to help these girls to do more love, but it's the same. Fortunately, my nephew, I told that my nephew that you are so lucky because your family is very good, very there is a very strong love. Different, these two guys don't live in this situation, and they suffer so much. But the love is the same in every case. For the nephew, for these two girls, or for my son, is the same. That's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. And you, Marcos?
Yeah, I think it's the same love, but I think it's in a different way. Like um, when a child born, uh, you see the face, you look the characteristics just like yours, or if you're of your husband or wife, you can see that. But when you adopt, can be even a baby or whatever the age, there's a story around this. There's another parent, there's another circumstance of life, there's another thing, like everything changed. And you love, I think, even more because you know what the child passed or what he or she suffered. So I think it's a love, but it's a love with support. It's a love with I accept you with all of the thing. I accept you even more. I think it's a little bit different. Maybe even more being a natural because it's a natural. It's just a copy of your. But in another way, you see that it's another story. So you're accepting a new story, and now you're having a participation of this. So yeah, I will stop to say because I'm gonna cry. So that's it.
My God, I can imagine that. And you, Hona?
Uh, uh, so when it comes loves, even if it's adoption or not, like Marco said, should be the same love or higher. But we can't see situation that uh, parents, people, adoption child, but the parents couldn't give the same love that they they could do for the real, I use this expression, the real child. But in my case, for example, like I said in first question, my wife and I, we are thinking about uh, a lot about adoption a baby girl because it's a dream. And if you do that, we have to know now, and we have to give this kid, this baby girl, the same love we gave and we do now for with children. And the question is, if parents can't do uh, uh, give the same love, my answer in most of the time, yes. But there are cases that it's not happening, not because the parents uh, don't want to do that, but because uh, they can't to do that because the love comes from inside and not something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you guys, and I think sometimes um the my God, I forgot the word. The contrary can happen too. For example, um, a father and a mother who had a, a child, then they adopt another one, and but they kind of love the adopted kid more. I think it can happen too. Do you understand what I said?
Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think the contrary can happen too. For example, um, there is a family, a father and a mother, or and they have a child, from them, a born child, and then
Okay.
they adopt another one.
Ah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they can love more the adopted one than the natural one. I think it can happen too.
Well, this is hardly.
Yeah, but I think it's possible. I think it depends of
Yeah, it's
the
possible,
yeah, the child. You know.
but not usually. Not usual.
Yeah,
Usual. No? It's not
yeah,
usual to see situation like that.
yeah. I think it's unusual too, but it can happen. The next question is the question number 7.
Yep.
Do you think it's better to adopt a baby or an older child? What do you think, Max?
In my case, I already said that I would like to adopt a baby just to see growing up, this thing. But unfortunately, there are a lot of teenagers and 12 one and 31, 11 one that they don't be adopted because of the age of them, just because they are more oldest, and a lot of parents that want to adopt, they just like me prefer a baby. But it's sad, like, you don't are adopted just because of your age. And even with the more oldest, like 17 or 18, because when you are in the, I don't know how to say this, the house of the people that they are orphan lives, like when they turn 8, they have to get out of there, and then like to have their lives and work. And it's sad, like, it's thinking about that, it's very sad. But in my case, I still preferring a babe if I would adopt.
Yeah, I can understand. And you, Aurelio?
Yes, I think that it is the same. It's important that you must be sure you want to do it, because if you start with this adoption, it's normal that during the way, step after step, you can find the same problem. Regarding the what's told before, Marcus, I think that with a young a baby is so simple. Different with a teenager is so difficult, because is so old, and they have a particular situation. It's not a baby. It's like a girls, women. It's particular. But for me, I think that is the same. Oh, baby, oh, teenager is the same. It's important to do some love to help these guys.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's more about the way you grow the kid.
Yeah.
And you, Hona?
So I agree with Aurelio and Marcus, and uh, maybe if we get a baby, it's a little bit better to start your working and you're raising that child with you think with you like he or she is. And but it's not a whole. For example, I will say my case again. For example, a baby, a baby. We think I think, yeah, a baby it's good, it's bad, but uh, I don't know. Suddenly, show up a girl 5, 6, 7 years, and we, I don't know, like she and she like yours, and why not? I think the age it's not a real problem. But if I have to pick one, baby, it's better for me.
Yeah. The next question is question number 8.
Yep.
When should you tell a child he or she is adopted? What do you think, Aurelio?
I haven't idea. It's particular this question. I haven't idea. I pass.
So I'm gonna ask you, Hona. What do you think, Hona?
I think it's cruel. It's terrible. I've never do that. In my case, I can't say. If I know there is a brothers, a siblings, I, I never, I'm not able to do that because I think in my family I have, I don't know, I have 3 baby boys, like I said. For example, I don't know, we can die. Why not? And my child will be adopted for parents and split. Then I don't know. And so now, in my case, if I know that girls and a boy they are brothers, I I'm not I'm not able to do things like this. Split the brothers.
And you, Marco?
Yeah, it's a little bit cruel. Like, um, we know that it happens, but
Yeah,
the
it
parents
happened.
they used to, like, still having a relation with the brothers or siblings, or they don't forget, they still having the relation because they are family in the bloodline. So for me, I think it's important. But I think if I will adopt, I oh my god, it's a little bit hard to say that, but I would not adopt siblings, or I don't know, like not now, thinking my point of view, but in the future, like why not? If we're gonna be twins, oh my god, my dream.
Yeah. I think it's hard to, like you'll be like separated from your brother or your sister. It's hard. And the next question is question number 10. What if the biological parents turn up 10 years later and ask for their child back? What would you do, Aurelio? It's the question number 10.
No, time. Eh.
What?
This is a particular situation. I think that if the children are grew up and they are around the age of teenager, they can decide eventually if you stay in the family that they are adopted, or eventually to change and to back in the natural family. But I think that they think, my natural parents have abandoned me. I prefer to stay with this family because this family loved me and helped me during the hard period of my time. Is a particular situation. I don't think it was the best way in this case. Depend, but I think that in every state there are rules, and I think there is a person that the judge or judge that decide regarding the children in this case, I think. but I'm not sure, guys. I don't leave this situation, fortunately.
Yeah, it's like as you
Yeah.
said. I think the child won't go to the natural family. Yeah. And you, Rona?
It's hard to say because we are raising kids, children for 10 years, and the biology, sorry, the real parents come back and they take the kids from me. It's complicated, but uh, in in my opinion, in my case, I will let the child decide. It's up to kids. If uh, he or she know that I can go with my real parents. Okay, go. It's decided to them.
Yeah, I think it would be a hard situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, really hard.
And you, Marcus?
No, out of question. Like, no way, no way. I think if they gave up, like you don't have like get back. Now you have to assume your responsibility. And guys, oh my God, if this situation happen with me, like I would get very, very mad. Maybe, you know, process or do something very uh crazier, I don't know. But oh my God, I cannot imagine this.
Yeah. But we see all of us just saw situation uh, that children will adopt by other parents, and when they grow up they start to looking for the real parents, and
But like for me, this kind of
that's
thing
it.
is different, because they like we they like the children or the person don't know the reason that they gave up of the children, the child. They don't know what they passed, like it's different.
Different for parents, but not for child. In all of our case, in child, we by abandoned by the real parents, and nevertheless, children will looking for the real parents. It's really usual. We can see situation like that.
Yes, I think parents who abandon their child don't want they back again. So, guys, we have just 4 minutes left. We have a French meeting at 8 p.m. I would like to know if you guys enjoyed the conversation. How was that, Aurelio?
Can you repeat? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. I will say that we have just 4 minutes left because we are going to have the French meeting at 8 p.m. I just want to know if you like it, the conversation.
Ah, yes. No, no, it's this topic is particular, but it's so interesting. I like. It's a good. This meeting is a good occasion to share different point of view and different idea. It's so particular and so hard this topic, but it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I
And
like
you,
it.
Hannah?
Really good, really good. Thank you for bringing this subject for us. It's really good, really good subject to work in here. And you are really in the market. You are such a great people to talking to you, Natalia. You are such a great guys. Thank you for bringing us together.
Thank you so much, guys. It's always good when you guys come to TNT. So guys, I would like to thank you all for coming for this meeting. I hope you came again next time.
Yep.
And that's all for now. Thank you so much. Bye and
Bye,
goodbye.
guys.
Oh,
Thank you,
don't
Natalie.
forget to answer the feedback, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
Bye,
Natalie.
guys.
Very
You
good.
rock.
Bye, thank you. Bye.